Hi, everybody.
You're live.
Thank you for being here. Is Jeff Charis-Charleston?
Yeah,
Where is he?
he was right here. I shook hands with him.
Well, I'll go looking for him. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I'm Silver here. Yeah, that's perfect. Hey, Chris, I got the pencil still. A good way to endear myself. Hey guys, thanks for coming. Did you hold the ribbon on the whiteboard? Have I given people the motion? But somebody said it's something that has like, if you he quit. I don't know if he's never coming back. I don't know.
Yes.
Jeff.
You want to tell me
Like, do you need or want water? Those who don't have water, do you want some water up here? Yes, please. There, 1, 2.
There's gonna be one line.
There will. There is a sort of. Yeah.
Good luck.
Grease up. Thank you. All right, so 2 waters. I'm gonna bring in 2 water. Each reading.
Here, you hold your phone flashlight and read that way. Shut up.
I didn't have, is 1 enough? You can get my permission. Anybody else? Water?
Can I get a Scott and soda?
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, well,
Shut
that's
up,
a martini.
Martini, bacon.
Yeah, Jeff.
Please.
I know.
And maybe
Original. It's like the wars.
Jordan Parker.
Yeah. Definitely. I don't know what that is.
I
What is that?
had to look them up. I feel like it's like mainly TV, or sorry, radio and radio personalities, poets. Wrong Sydney Howell, not the attorney.
I remember Fibber McGee.
That's like gold.
That one I remember Fibber McGee and Mom.
I just heard that line and I was like, whew, that's out of the back drawer. That's not door.
Drawer.
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 You're digging deep into the archives. That's a completely different show. That's second act.
So, you know, I'll give you some.
Have them get another temper tantrum. Not canvas.
Yeah, Terry.
Charis,
Penny, Princess Di. Audie.
I mean, Audie, yes, correct.
Auntie Mama.
It's like, no.
Mom.
It's when they write the BACCHE Junior.
Oh, no.
The junior version, that's when you know.
That would be their name. That would be their names. Caddy, Terry, Penny.
No boys allowed in our club.
Yeah, Auntie No. Right.
Something's wrong. We had to do that.
And the others were being themselves.
Fair question. Oh, your face. It's a face even a mother can't love. Especially in this.
Or the words of Mom's made. Ooh, buddy. That child was so honest because a few years last year. Got a job at the doctor's office. We had to feed him with a slingshot. Walked by the mirror and the reflection does.
Yes.
We have
Different years.
You and mom.
Me and mom.
My hand was old. He was so old. He was older than 30. He was older than Santa. He was older than Santa Claus.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I've got some things that I should probably talk with you about before we do anything like that. I want to call a couple of folks up here. Jeff Charis-Charleston, will you step up? Co-author of Book and Lyrics. The brain on this guy, his head barely contains it. He's wonderful. So do you have anything you want to say to him?
I mean, the only thing I want to say is I am so looking forward to hearing what this is going to be sounding like tonight. We've seen this evolve over the years. I want to say almost decades, but
Absolutely decades.
so this is an accomplishment in itself, and I'm happy to take this to the next stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. One of the things that surprised me when I first read this play decades ago, the thought I had was, this is a musical. This was a little bit shocking to me because I didn't particularly like musicals at the time. And I don't know very much about it. One thing I do know, though, if you're going to call it a musical, you're going to need music. You're not going to get away with that. And it took some time to find the composer who wasn't looking at, the stack of notes like this and say, thank you, no. To find the person who was really going to do it. Finally found that person. And so would you please welcome to the stage Sarah Evans, our illustrious composer. Sarah, if you would like to say.
Hi. I wrote the music. I'm biased, but I think it's pretty cool. James is great to work with. It's been a long 9 months.
Notice how those statements were kind of crammed together. Yeah, he's great. Long 9 months.
Just lots of music. And I'm excited for y'all to hear some of what I've written. And that's all I got.
There's, and if you're interested in more that you have written, they can find it.
I have a website. It's on the back of the program. There's a QR code, I believe, that leads to the website. There's also just the website URL. And yeah, if you want to find more full samples, go there.
Thank you, Sarah. All right. There are several faces that I know and recognize here. People like Kathy Hellstern, who has worked in production for us. Ms. Fran Griffith, easily the most loved person in the theater community that I've never seen anything like. Everybody, who sat there and helped guide us through some tough stuff, and so thank you for being there. And there are others who have dug in and offered things that we would not have been able to do what we are doing without. All right. At this point, a little bit dim, but you'll get to see them in full in a minute. May I have the cast members please introduce yourselves and say who you are playing? We'll start right here at the end.
Hi, my name is Aaron Smith, and I am playing Cactus.
Hi, I'm Pressure Paulding, and I'm playing Tiresias.
Hi, I'm Charlie Reese, and I'll be playing Pentheus.
I am Alexandra Gray, and I will be playing Dionysus.
I'm Kim Grimaldi, and I'm playing Agava.
Sophia Hobbs, and I'm playing a compliment.
I'm Rebecca Hurwitz, and I'm also playing Linda. I'm Rachel Meyer, and I'm playing Atonaway.
Jennifer Hughes, and I'm playing Eno.
Yay. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you, the first time this play was heard in space was less than 24 hours ago by these folks right here. And they've spent 5, and it will, by tomorrow, be 6 days in workshop on the piece and slugging away at this thing the whole time. And I just want to say thank you very much, friends, and good for you. Good for you. All right. You know, we've done a few things to sort of make it pretty, right? There's some placards out there with pictures of costumes I think are lovely. Our friend Dawn DeWitt in well, last known address in LA. I think she's in Costa Rica now. But she doing this stuff. We have our show image that was done by Ailey Holland and her son Justice Sheets in Alabama. So we've done some stuff to sort of make it, give you a sense of what this thing could be. None of that is going to fool you into thinking that this is a show. It's not a show, it's a reading, okay? So the pretty stuff is what I love it. I love looking at that stuff and imagining what it could be. So your job here tonight is, okay, to whatever degree that helps, please come in. To whatever degree that helps, great. But just be reminded it is a reading, and lots of interesting things can happen in readings that are coming in less than 24 hours after the first time we heard the words in space. Musicals have a certain wonder and rhythm. I'm learning more about them, right? Wonder and rhythm and things that we sort of don't mind a long time passing. When you don't have all of that stuff working, there's no live singing tonight. This is a tough, I'm just going to say it, a tough as hell show in a lot of ways. One of them being the way music and lyrics go. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. And so we're just not going to try to fumble through that. So you'll hear things as sort of chants with the music underneath. And what we may do is just say, okay, that's a taste of that. We're now going to cut forward to another point in the show and keep the thing moving forward for you so that works. I will cue, just another reminder, this is a reading. If there's any sort of difficulty getting from one point to another, I have no problem saying we're going to try that again, and we're going to help people get to where they need to be. So when that happens, please remember it's just a reading. All right. Thank you again for being here. I'm now going to pass the baton to the guy with the coolest name in the world. I just got to say this, Krister Strandskov. I'm going to write, I swear to God, he doesn't know. I'm going to write an entire James Bond script just so I can have a character in there named Krister Strandskov. I think that's great. I think it's great. Sir, take us there, please. The BACCHAE of Euripides. There we go. It's the overture, by the way.
In our sacred bonds, see us breathe blood and sacrifice. Thieves!
Come we from Lydia, Persia, and Phrygia, sinister land of the Medes. To Thebes, here to Thebes. Over the walls of Bacchania and the plains of Arania, see how we grow like the weeds. Now in Thebes, here in Thebes, our call sounds through the eons.
To peons!
To those who cower near the throne, to us with names unknown, who stood oppressed until at last we heard the God and cut out on our own.
And darlings, expect a lot more cutting.
In Thebes, we were Scythians and Kazakhs, Tartars and Uzbeks, now purely barbarian breeds. Beware Thebes, we're in Thebes, blood and sacrifice, Thebes, we're in Thebes. Now in Thebes, it's our Thebes, it's our Thebes, it's our Thebes, it's our Thebes!
I'm Dionysus. I come from Zeus. I am in fact his child. And I'm home in Thebes. Tonight shall you praise, or perhaps you'll accuse in Thebes. It's nothing new, I'm a god or demon reviled.
In Thebes, in Thebes.
This is the spot where I almost was not in Thebes. And this is the place, fruit of fiery embrace in Thebes. A voluptuous land I was almost unplanned and consumed by fire when my father's desire did scorch family lies and unmanned his disguise, leaving me not to be in Thebes. Now this sacred grove where my mother once strove with divinity stands bare, unaware of the care Zeus once shared with Semele. But this city is full of some slanderous bull that my mother was duped when her god flew the coop, and his seed that was me stained with mortality, oh so I sing of reckoning in Thebes, in Thebes, in Thebes.
Easy, easy. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. You know how.
Yes.
Yes, perhaps.
You know how.
But tell me, how would you feel?
Calm yourself.
All the things that you'd feel.
Calm yourself.
All the rage that you'd feel.
Easy, easy. Calm yourself. Down, down, there, there, there.
From the taste of my father's kiss, gorging my mother with bliss, came the blessed idea for this, making heaven from the mind's abyss. Sweet wine, oh, don't be fooled by this body, by this hair, by these clothes. I'm not as young as I seem. Ask in Asia, perhaps in Arabia, ask the Bactrians and the Medes, whom I said with dancing, crazed with wine, crazed with dreams, crazed with me.
Dionysus.
So my mother's dad's been quite a cad, it seems,
Dionysus.
giving rule of his land into the hands of the man who blasphemes me.
Pentheus.
In Thebes. Pentheus. He's a cousin of mine, just imagine he refuses my wine. Imagine.
Dionysus.
Pentheus, we've come for you.
Just imagine.
Ooh, I have set my aunties a haunting.
Don't be fooled by our bodies, by our hair, by our clothes. Our minds not as sound as you hope.
Dionysus.
Oh, but it's ecstasy, trust us, casting down his great justice.
While we're at the end of our ropes.
Yes, we trust.
In Thebes.
Come to us. Dionysus.
I'm in Thebes now.
Dionysus.
Don't be fooled by their bodies, by their skins and their oaths, that they're soft and beguiling pussycats.
Dionysus.
Give us trouble, be sure you'll have more to endure. For they're not exactly diplomats.
Dionysus. I'm alive. Dionysus.
In Thebes.
In Thebes. In Thebes.
Do I ask so much? You each have a mother. I never knew mine. Do we have to pretend to say such and such? A god may err, but a mother's divine. So they say. And now she's dust, and I'm left behind. Do I ask so much, you say? One mortal's as good as another. Don't whine. Well, call me greedy or wanton or touched. A god so flawed is still a god, you'll find. By God. God damn it!
Dionysus.
I mean, it's nice to be worshipped,
Dionysus.
but I'd rather have a best friend.
Pentheus.
Dionysus dons a disguise, a wig of long, sumptuous, curly hair.
How do I look? Think you'll like it?
Never mind, my dear. Don't need your mind.
Don't be fooled by my body,
Just need
by my
parts
hair, by
that
my
will
clothes,
please.
by my skin, by
Come
my
and
oaths.
see. Come and
It's the mind that
please.
belongs.
If you
It's the mind that belongs.
Oh yes, please.
So be free.
In Thebes.
Yes.
Here in Thebes.
A frenzied dance by the Bacchants, occasionally punctuated by cries of alalai or Bacchus or hail.
Very well.
Here in Thebes.
Very well.
Here in Thebes.
Make way for hell.
Here in Thebes. In Thebes. 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 Thebes.
The Bacchants rush toward the audience but are blocked by two soldiers. The women roar and rage.
My beauties, beauty, my beauties.
The women freeze and then begin to dance differently, like long-stemmed flowers swaying in a light wind. The soldiers are suspicious and advance on them a few steps.
Easy, gentlemen, these are ladies.
Who the hell are you, Poof Pot?
Oh, that's funny. Well, I'm just an admirer.
As the soldiers start to round up the women, Dionysus turns to the audience.
You're all witnesses. I've been perfectly reasonable up to now.
Blackout. Lights up on the exterior of Pentheus' palace. A moment, and then there is a light tapping. It goes on for a moment. Then Tiresias enters. Tiresias is a woman. Her hair is teased high. She is dressed in the animal skin costume of the Dionysian reveler.
Hello there. I'm Tiresias, which may not seem like a big deal to you, but around here I'm famous. I'm a prophet and blind, but that's just fine to me. The shit I've seen, I can tell you. And as you can see, I'm a woman, but I used to be a man. Then what did I do? I got into an argument between Zeus and his wife. Never do that. But listen, hey, they were arguing about who gets more pleasure out of the old boom boom. That's sex. What's the matter with you people? I'm just trying to keep the sex stuff family friendly. Only, don't tell Oedipus. All right. Oh, where was I? Yes. Oh, yeah. Hera, the wife. Oh, she says to me, she says, men have more fun. But Zeus, not exactly humble, says women do. So they ask me, Tiresias, they say, who has more fun? So what was I gonna do? Pretend I never heard of Alfred Kinsey? I said I was a prophet, right? You gotta try to keep up, kids. Try to keep up. So I say to Zeus, look, you get your bell rung once, and then you're done, you go to sleep. So meanwhile, you want to talk about bells. They're gonna hook up your wife to a carillon and play it for holidays. Well, Hera, she didn't exactly like my spilling the secret. She said, so you like women so much? Congratulations. You're gonna be one. So poof. So, all right, so I'm almost to the end of my tour though. And so now I'm gonna spend the last few years in line for a new driver's license. Did I mention I'm blind? Okay, all right, what else? So I am old, as you can see. And I show you a picture of my first boyfriend, but I don't know where the cave wall is. So yes, I'm a prophet. And I see things in a manner of speaking. You know, my head is so full of stuff that hasn't even happened yet. It's just overflowing. It's a Fibber McGee's closet up here. Nobody remembers Fibber McGee's closet. Oh yeah, because it hasn't happened yet. So hello, Cadmus, grandfather to Pentheus. What the hell am I looking around for? I'm blind. Cadmus, founder of thieves. Cadmus, sower of dragon's teeth. Okay, that's the best I got.
Cadmus enters. He is dressed similarly to Tiresias in a fawn skin, carries a thyrsus, a drum, a crown of ivy, and a bag of gold.
Beloved lady, I heard you. You are old, but
Oh yeah, you should talk.
I'm saying old, but old is good.
Oh, that's your story. These roses are long stem now. You get my meaning?
Well, I have everything we need for our dance, for our worship of Dionysus, and Thyrsus. Some ivy, got a drum, some gold for his many journeys.
What are you, been on eBay?
Huh?
It's just a thing. I mean, I don't know what it means. What do you want from me?
And here I come too, in the dress of the god. What do you think?
You're a vision.
Oh, pardon me, I get all excited. I forgot that.
I'm all together now. Did I mention I am blind?
All right. But you look magnificent. How do you manage it?
I got an active imagination. What can I say?
Well, we're ready, and it's right. Dionysus is the only child of my daughter, poor Semele. We must worship him, magnify him to greatness, the greatness he deserves. Yes, yes.
I always thought he was a nice kid. A little weird, but aren't they all, right?
Where must we go to dance? Where must I go to shake my old gray head? Tell me, you know everything.
Well,
Wait, we must walk up the mountain.
no, I was afraid of this.
Let's get cracking.
Oh, well, I got that covered. Yeah, my bones cracked all the way up here. No, seriously, no. Let's catch a nice carriage up the mountainside, all right? What do you say?
That doesn't hold the god in proper honor.
No, you're the expert, huh? What happened to, you know everything.
Wait, are we the only ones that take part in the dance of Bacchus?
It's this, or the prunes.
Will someone say that I dishonored my old age in dancing to Bacchus and wrapping my head in ivy?
Well,
This is not so. For the god wishes to be exalted by all. Let's go.
sure. What's a heart attack between friends?
To the dance!
Well, I'm glad, my friend, though I cannot see, to learn that you are dressed so stylishly. Let's forget that we're old.
Alpha, beta, and the gamma. Yes, it's true. I began the drama. Let's forget that we're old. Delta, epsilon, zeta, eta.
I won't tell you that you lack some data.
And what can we of social strata? Let's forget that we're old. Say, Charis, my friend.
Tiresias.
Look, Tiresias, my friend.
Yes, old pal.
Tore my trousers the other day.
Oh, did you?
Took him to the tailor for repair.
Oh, I know where this is going.
He said,
Oh, don't do it.
Euripides, Eumenides.
Oh, you should be exiled for even trying that one.
Are we the only ones in Thebes who dance the Bacchus?
The only ones who know what must be done,
We've gladly dressed the part.
though they may lock us up as winos having too much fun.
Oh, tell you about the king of the Pantheon.
And the amazing phenomenon
How Bacchus
of Romeus or Dionysus.
was born to look into the lower epsilon.
That'd be you.
Well, my daughter. Oh, how that love child bore the stigma and shrouded immortality in enigma. When Hera used his home as an incinerator.
And Zeus turned his thigh into an incubator.
So we dance,
And we're gold.
full of sass.
These are gold, these years.
We'll just forget that we're old. Say, Tiresias, good lady.
Yes, Cadmus, my good man.
Speaking of my tailor,
Oh, well, must we?
bet you can't guess his name.
What is it?
Alcestis.
Rim shot. Beat, then a second rim shot.
No, don't encourage him. Don't dress that up.
They say that we dishonor our age
Oh, do they?
by dancing and wrapping our head in ivy.
Oh, let him.
My own grandson is the gauge.
Yeah?
Thinks I'm crazy or conniving.
Poor boy.
I've given him land.
It's a hell of a gift.
He'll faint when he sees us. We'll have to revive him.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd find our way out of that one, did you?
Give me a theta, iota, and a kappa.
Pour another glass of holy grappa.
And I'm just glad that after all these years,
Every bit of shame just disappears.
we're still right here on the very same page.
You and I just cannot act our age.
It's true. We don't know June from December.
Oh, hell, just forget, but we can't remember.
Bring it home!
No matter what tragedy that I foretold,
No matter what glitters, just ain't gold. We'll just forget that we're old.
If you count me in goat years, I'm still a teenager.
Oh,
What?
look there. Oh, sorry. Very well. I will have to be the prophet this time.
Well, have at it.
Pentheus, my grandson, is walking quickly towards us. I've made him ruler of this land. How excited he seems. I wonder what news he will bring us.
Perversity,
Sounds promising.
new perversity.
Well, I'm not tired of the old kind yet.
Women have abandoned their homes. People are out dancing to Bacchus, I hear.
Maybe he won't notice us.
Don't try to hide anything from me. I know who's behind it. That hack magician Dionysus, yes? One look from him, you guzzle a bowl of wine, creep off to Catharian to lust on your minds. Well, feast your eyes on this.
Soldiers march the Bacchic chorus heavily shackled on stage. Eno is among them.
These women I have taken prisoner. See how they're bound. And off to jail they go. Unless you're ready to tell me about the stranger.
What stranger?
You know who I'm talking about, don't pretend. New in town, the hair, soft features, drenched in fragrance, lays around with you all day, tells you all about Dionysus, god of wine, the living god, except that god is dead. He burned to a crisp in the fire that killed his slut of a mother. But this Nancy boy of yours tempts you with mysterious rites, as if we didn't know what that means. And you go along with it. Well, you're going to tell me where he is. Or I'll hunt him up myself, one way or another. Stop that! You won't be laughing when I tear his head off. And just remember, this is what awaits all of you hot crotches if I have anything to say about it.
Pentheus grabs Ino by the crotch. She roars in pain and rage.
Think I won't do it? I'll hunt all of you down, and that includes my own mother Agave, if it comes to it.
Pentheus releases Ino.
Listen, I know he's your grandson, but he's kind of an...
Who's that?
Uh-oh.
Get them out of here, throw them in jail.
The soldiers lead the Baccan women out. One soldier stays behind and watches.
Now, what are you two supposed to be? All right, Tiresias.
Present.
You're supposed to be an oracle, and look at you.
You look. I'm indisposed.
It's ridiculous. I cringe at the sight.
Delicate. That's his problem. He's delicate.
It's batshit.
Dude, you want batshit? I got 3 words for you. Sidney Powell.
Well, where's the third one?
Somewhere in Venezuela.
And you, grandfather, you're out of breath. Have you been dancing? This isn't for you. You're the sower of dragon's teeth, creator of a master race, not the inventor of a silly god of bizarre evil rituals. You're just helping this one collect money for her interpretations, aren't you?
Hey, everybody's got to eat.
Ha! If it weren't for your old age, I'd banish you both to, or better yet, chain you up with those weird women. And you can just conjure some food, huh? What are you doing here? I told you.
What impiety is this?
What's that?
Sire, don't you have modesty for the gods or for Cadmus who sowed the seed of this land? Will you disgrace your family?
You're impertinent.
Now, hold on a second, sonny boy.
What?
Hear me out. When a wise man, even a young kid, even a soldier like this one, makes an honest case, it's important. Nice work. Truth to power, good for you. Hope it doesn't get you killed. Now, you're quick, you got confidence, but you got no sense. You want to make something great, but you've got no clue. That's dangerous. But what do I know? Bad citizen, that's what I know. Now, this God that you ridicule, you have no idea his power across the land. It's prodigious, and you know that's true because I'm charging you by the syllable. But seriously, I want to tell you something. You know, life is pain. Pain is the bread we all feed on if we're human beings. Now, Bacchus in his wisdom gives us wine, you see. You got pain, but you also got wine to help you forget the evils of the day. No better medicine for suffering. Except maybe chocolate, but it hasn't been discovered yet. So wine is great, and something that great, you gotta have a god for it. So we got Bacchus, sewn into Zeus's thigh. It's weird, I know, but think about it. He's the god of wine. Of course, he needed a ride home. Okay, seriously now. When we drink, we dance. And when we dance, we celebrate his glory. We're filled with visions. The God speaks through our insanity. And listen to me now. Bacchus would rather lay around, it's true. But it's not a go-getter. He's not a go-getter. Really never was, but you don't want to push him. And if you roust him up, trust me, next thing you know, you'll see him standing on the rocks of Delphi, bringing ruin upon everything. He'll be almighty. He's got to temper that one. Trust me. trust me, and you should listen to me. A wise thought isn't a sick one just because no one else has it. Receive Dionysus into your land, pour the offering, crown your head in Bacchic fashion. Don't worry about the women so much, they'll be fine. I mean, look at me, what could go wrong? Never mind that, scratch that. There are other benefits. You want so much to make it gray-haired? Wait till people find out you worship the gods like you're supposed to. You're one of us then, yes?
Dance with us now, my boy.
You can laugh at us, we're an ugly pair, that's true. But we're willing to dance, we're willing to do the right thing, even when it isn't pretty. And in the end of it, here's the end of it. I'm no dummy, and I'll never fight with a god just because of your words. You want to do that, you're on your own.
Old woman, you give honor to Dionysus, to Bromius, to Bacchus.
Or whatever his name is, no one can decide. You know, me, I'd gone with Zeppo. You don't need any more names other than Zeppo, believe me. Nobody gets a Zeppo.
Grandson, Charis has spoken good things. Do not disregard our traditions. Your argument has no wisdom.
Wisdom like yours? Fake wisdom?
All right. All right. But what if, you see, what if Dionysus?
Bacchus, Bromius, Zeppo, whatever.
Well, what if he's not a guy? Just as you say. Fine. Tell yourself that he is. Eh?
Even if it's fake, it's good fake.
That makes Semele the mother of the god and our entire family.
Tell him
It's
about
honored.
Abiam. Tell him about
I don't
Abiam.
think that
Yeah, tell him. Tell him.
you've heard about the pitiful fate of BACCHAE, being torn apart and eaten by his own dogs up in the mountains.
It's a real mess, let me tell you.
And he only claimed to be a better hunter than Artemis. You're blaspheming the very son of Zeus. Come, let me crown your head with eyes.
Don't wipe your stupidity on me, you or this fraudulent teacher of yours. Go to Tiresias' throne where he sits. She sits. She sits.
Yeah, you're so special, say that 10 times fast.
She sits. Destroy that throne.
What's that?
Yes. Tear it down. This will bite her heart. Fan out, men. We're going to track down this sissy foreigner, the one who speaks of Dionysus, who has brought this new plague, poisoning our women, desecrated our beds. Whoever finds him, bind him in chains and meet us back here. He'll tell me where I can find this Dionysus, and then I'll have them both stoned, which is the death they deserve. And that's that for these Bacchic rites in Thebes.
You know, in the space of 6 minutes, you went from disrespect to raving lunacy. That's a record. Let's go. We'll ask the god to do nothing harsh to this man or the city. Come on, take the staff. Leave the cannoli.
Huh?
Never mind. And whatever happens, we serve the god Dionysus. And as for you, well, stupid is as stupid does. Ooh, that's a good one. Someone's got to steal that.
Ah!
Pentheus signals the soldiers and they exit, leaving Tiresias and Cadmus alone.
Listen, God knows I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that kid's gonna bring great sorrow to your house. And you know what they say? It's all fun and games till someone loses an eye.
She removes her sleep mask, revealing her ragged, deeply blackened eyeless sockets.
Let's go. Hold up my body. Careful with it. I'm gonna get something in trade.
They limp off together. Music begins. Oh, sorry, we don't have that music, sorry. As Autonomy and Aino appear with the female choral leaders.
There are 1,000 moons above. Darkness wraps around us anyway. Darkness all around.
Dry mischief and loneliness. It's hand in glove. Break the fountain of me anyway. Darkness all around. I'm frightened. But I'll be there.
Don't worry.
Meet me there, why don't you? I'm that mountain snow girl. It's the hair, I know.
I'll meet you there. Look around. I'll be there.
All I got is breath or what have you, not much else.
It's enough for me.
He loves us all.
My garden of loves.
Handle me gently, just a mountain snow girl. And I might melt into nothing without you.
You have me. I'm here.
He loves us all, but for always. Loves us all, brings the wine. For all time brings the wine.
Beautiful, dark, lovely, against the moon.
For all time.
My mountain snow girl treads blooms, bright splendid against the red of the moon and the red of the wine.
Cry out aloud.
To the night, thousand-tongued night comes the cry, alive, ecstasy. Better to steal than receive love. We thirst for wickedness anyway. Darkness all around. We conquer.
We destroy. We're the toys
of a mountain snow god.
And it's I, a mountain snow girl.
Blizzard of blood dropping down. It's a ribbon of wine to unfurl.
Bright, luscious against the storm and the snow. Come now, let's go.
Let us go. Let us go.
It's the hair. I know, see, I'm the mountain snow girl. Darkness all around. I went mad so long ago. Said goodbye to happiness, no more love and kiss curls for mountain snow girls like me.
But there's me. Don't forget.
Cut to page 140, please, folks. And the music of Mountain Snow Girl crashes into the opening vamp of Unholy Pride as Pentheus and his soldiers enter.
You don't know who you're messing with. Think I'm all hog-tied? My mama was agave. Now she carried me inside.
And to every single one, we're gonna fairly confide.
God damn it if you got that unholy pride.
Pride, see his pride, his unholy pride.
Why can't you be humble now? You fly on golden wings. Why can't you be humble now? When a great God sings. You're snippy, you're lippy, you're the crass and plain-eyed.
God damn me if you I've got unholy pride.
Pride, see his pride, now his unholy pride.
What you expect from a pedigree like mine?
Pride, see his pride, now his unholy pride.
When the trouble's egregious, I go all prestigious.
You'll long for our
Aegis one day.
Ha! Get along with that doomsday.
We'll scream till we're blue. You're tough as bamboo.
Don't you dare misconstrue.
There's your old feet of clay.
I'm a kingly king's kid, just speaking my mind, and you call it lawless, think I'm all hog-tied?
We've been there and we've seen it and
It's all cut and dry.
God damn me if you got that unholy pride.
An unbridled mouth, it is lawless and thoughtless. Things are bound to go south.
Life's too short to be all wide-eyed and heedless.
Then heed us.
I'm a goddamn crash mouth, and you know that's in extremis.
Intelligence is not wisdom.
if it's fraught, then it ain't simple.
Perhaps he just misses his mom.
So did Oedipus, the trouble was triple.
All for pride, that's his unholy pride.
Up your ass with legit superstition. I'd rather be in hell if you think I can't sink lower. Bid your modesty farewell.
So pray!
Go away!
Holiness, flying on golden wings. Holiness, the songs the great God sings. In the face of all this, see his pride.
Chasing greatness is godly and goodly.
But simplicity as great as it could behold. Free of pride.
This one's a creature of speed and great danger, going off a cliff. But Bacchus's gift is red and cunning. We more than glimpse your grift.
We're
But
only
we
driving your future divide. You'll goddamn us if we won't to the wine.
Oh, the wine.
Oh, the wine. Oh, the wine. You can use your life any number of ways.
Thanks, but I'll hurtle towards honor. All the rest of my days not drink like a fish, slip unwisely away.
With the wine.
But I fear for you, young one, my nephew, my blood. I have visions myself, and they're none of them good.
Back to your snakes and your
Begging
orgies.
you.
Back to your skins and your
I'm
mud.
begging you.
Do not fear for me. Pride is
Leave it
good.
be.
Pride comes
Pride,
from
I'm
strength.
begging you.
Now you don't mess with genius. Even all Argus-eyed, I'm infallible by birth, and I got bona fides.
You're off your bloody rocker, and we're just horrified.
You goddamn me if you gotta. I'm persona groovy grata.
It's too soon for stigmata. Can't you be prognosticata?
You goddamn me if you gotta. Goddamn me if you gotta. I got that one and only.
You don't care that it's
You
uncomely.
can try to make me lonely. You can try to all control me, but that just counts for nada. So goddamn me if you gotta. I got my unholy. Unholy is the opposite of lowly. It's my pride, pride, pride.
Enormous crash of thunder brings the song to a halt.
What noise? Go to him. Bind him.
The soldiers start to run toward the sound. Gates are thrown open and Dionysus is there, his hands bound, escorted by a soldier. He enters to music that sounds like a bump and grind.
Unhand me, sir. Unhand me.
I'll unhand you, you weirdo. Lord Pentheus,
Yes.
I've done as you commanded. You stop with that infernal yowling. Watch this. The soldier swings his sword directly at Dionysus, but at the last moment, the soldier is pushed away by an unseen force.
Miss me.
You saw that, right? Tell me you saw that. Been like that the whole day ever since I found him. Just weird. You said that whoever he is, he was nothing but a wild beast. But I walked up to him, and he was as tame as a lamb.
Ding! Soldier boy for the win.
Knock it off.
Sorry.
He didn't flee. He didn't resist. So I was.
You were nice.
I was, wasn't I? I thought so. Stop that! I said, stranger, I don't want to do this, but I have to. So we're here. He's your problem now, not mine.
Unbind his hands. I have him. There's nothing to worry about. He's soft. You can tell.
Soft.
Not unsightly. Sorry.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Stop that!
It's true. What can I say?
Fine. Not unsightly. If you're a woman, which, to tell the truth, is the reason you've come, yes? Don't you think? Long hair, so you're no wrestler. Nice skin, all that laying about in shade while the bitches work, huh? They hunt food, you hunt beauty. How nice for you, lady man.
Oh, lady.
Indeed.
No, I'd forgotten something till now. My head is all queer.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed.
Again, the soldier swings his sword at Dionysus, and the soldier is once again pushed away, knocked right onto his butt.
Oh, slow learner.
Trickery. What?
What?
What did you forget? You remember I said lady.
Oh, lady. Yes. Those ladies you had us seize.
Buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You had us capture them,
Yes.
rough them up, throw them in jail.
Certainly.
Now they're gone.
Absolutely. What?
They're out.
Out where?
They're out there right now singing the Bacchus. The Bacchus are seen in silhouette some distance away, singing and dancing.
Isn't that beautiful?
You hear? They're back at it. The wine.
Yes, the wine.
Dancing.
Dance with me, darling. Open to me.
The you know what?
Come to me. Come, come, come.
Ooh, yes.
Come into me, Bacchus.
Bacchus, Dionysus.
Yes.
That's my cousin.
God of wine.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Whatever his name is, Dionysus, Bacchus, Bromius.
Just call me Zeppo.
God of wine.
Go. I want a report.
I like you. You're cute.
If they're back up on that mountain, I want an eyewitness report. I want all the details.
Oh my God, you are such a guy.
Shut up! Go.
Pentheus and Dionysus are left alone. Pentheus circles Dionysus, wary.
Look at it. Stop that.
Sorry. You're just so easy. But I'm being mean. Please, do your bidding.
What?
Interrogate me. Punish me.
I'm not going to punish you. Yet. We'll take it in steps. Tell me exactly who you are.
Let's take different steps.
Mad creature! Why won't you tell me? All right then.
Yes.
Just tell me where you're from then.
I'll make it easy as ever I can, but you're making me nervous way over there, Mr. Man. Do come closer.
Professional distance is called for, I think. I'll need some perspective and maybe a drink. I'll not come closer.
Suit yourself, but I smell good, though you'll never know. So let us get started. You've got me a glow. Wish you were closer.
Don't get gauche.
Very good, you get points, so I'll give you my tale. Have you heard of the Flowery Mountain Vale? They're quite closer.
I know of them nearby in Beauteous, I'm told, where the river runs through them and carries the gold. Am I closer?
Yes, you're closer.
Closer.
Well, that's where I'm from, and I come to you now, bringing mysteries that I'll gladly avow, if you'll come closer.
Closer?
Just a bit. Just enough. Just so I can whisper, "Ooh, your skin is so rough."
I'm too closer. And why have you come here? Who has sent you? You and those women. God damn it!
Oh, how could you?
Oh, please, my father fought the gods. I can curse them.
Ooh, you give me shivers. So full of hate, can you be a friend?
I'm busy just now making thieves great again.
Is that you coming closer?
Yes, once again closer.
I want my other, not just someone or other. It's what happens, I guess, when you lose hold of your mother. My other, my other. Join me. Join with me now. Bring me to your house, or you come to mine. I don't mind.
For the last time, stop that.
Wow. All right, all right. How could I be disappointed when you're here, all big, strong, all ready to protect us and my lovely lady friends and me? A stranger in a strange land. I'll tell you, but you have to promise to say, closer, ever closer.
Tell me.
Oh, don't be a dummy.
Just tell me.
Closer, ever closer.
I mean, is it so difficult?
Oh, live the dream just this once.
Some big secret for crying out loud?
Closer, ever closer.
Very well. If it's
I must
fate
wait
for you to come closer.
Dionysus is his name.
No.
Mm-hmm. Dionysus brought us. He brought us all.
Dionysus. Son of a...
Oh! No. Son of a Zeus. You are pale.
Nonsense. Zeus, you say?
The same Zeus who married Semele, right here.
And this Dionysus, how did he come to you?
Oh, he never does anything halfway at all. He slid into my dream and held me in thrall. Then he came closer.
Face to face?
His breath was as sweet as the grapes of the vine, his limbs and mine juicily intertwined. Even closer. And he gave me his secret rites.
What is the nature of these secret rites?
Oh, such secrets may never be given away to mere mortal men without absolute faith to keep them closer.
You can trust me. To keep
You
them
must
closer.
bolster my confidence somehow.
I demand that
Come
you tell me
closer.
now.
Just a little
Tell me
closer.
now.
Come
Tell
a
me
little
now.
closer. If something
about me,
some limbs
if some
against
pieces
your
of
heart,
hearts were not what
that
they were, and the drama of his and the drama of her, and the drama of hers would be gone, we concur.
It'd be you.
We'd be
We'd be
closer. We'd be closer.
Closer.
We'd be more than the sun set for how we begun. We'd be closer. Closer. Closer.
You're handsome when you're angry. Sexy too.
What advantage do these BACCHAEs have? Aren't they mortal?
Oh, you have me now. Yes, they do have a special difference.
And what is that?
Well, if I have to explain it.
All right.
Look, you can't hear about the rights. It wouldn't be right. Though some rights are all right, but only at night if you're upright and wearing blue.
You're making this up as you go along, aren't you?
Nice, huh?
So you didn't see the god?
Oh, I did.
Where?
In water.
Another diversion. You said nothing.
Wise words to the stupid are not wise. I also think the inverse might be true. I don't even know what that means.
Is this the first place that you've led this nonsense?
Oh no, every place I go. They rejoice in his dance.
Well, foreigners are dumber than Greece.
They're just different. My goodness, you are touching.
Never mind touching me. Quiet! These divine rites, are they celebrated by day or by night?
Oh my, oh, at night, darkness is sacred.
Well, it's the time to deceive women and plant rotten thoughts, I know that.
No, that happens in the daytime too. It's called marriage.
You should be put on trial for your perverse wisdom.
As you for your ignorance and irreverence to Bacchus.
Well, the mystery priest grows bold with untrained words.
Tell me then, what am I to suffer? What's your worst?
First, I'll cut off your lovely locks.
Oh, the hair is holy. I grow it for the God.
Next, give me that thyrsus from your hand.
Try and get it from me. I carry it for Dionysus.
I'll put your carcass in prison.
Oh, the God himself will free me whenever I wish.
When you incite your whores, your bacchantes.
And he's standing here now watching me suffer.
But where is he? My eyes don't see him.
Oh, he stands well right where I am. Don't you see him?
No, I only see you.
That's because your eyes are impious. Well, nothing if not clear.
Take him. No one shows me contempt in Thebes.
It's not wise to bind me.
Fine, I'll be stupid then. Pretend I'm a foreigner.
An ominous chord of music like thunder, Dionysus' jaw drops open and a demonic voice spews forth.
You don't even know your own life, what you do, or who you are.
Dionysus just stands, his jaw open, eyes fixed on Pentheus.
Trickery. I am Pentheus, the child of Agale and Echion.
You have an appropriate name, and it means grief.
Music fades away, the demonic episode is over.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Take him away!
The soldier is petrified, doesn't move.
Take him away, I say!
This isn't what we're for.
I tell you what you're for, goddammit. You work for me!
Do not fear. The God knows you're only doing your job.
Imprison him in the stables with the beasts and the shit and his beloved darkness. He can dance there.
The soldier is preparing to lead Dionysus away.
And your beauty queens? Your chorus girls? They're mine now. I'll do whatever I want. I'll watch them bathe if I want. I'll grab them by their cunts and toss them into a labor camp. No more parties in the wilderness.
This Dionysus, you say he doesn't exist because you don't see him. He'll be visiting me shortly. I'll mention your name.
Let him come. You know what? I have right on my side. He imprisons women just like I do. He uses liquid shackles, soaking their minds in wine.
Oh, just a couple of conquerors, aren't you?
Get him out of here.
I tell you that he was going to drive you insane, but you already seem to be there.
Soldier starts to lead Dionysus away. All due respect, you shouldn't talk about girls like that.
I said get him out of here!
Soldier leads Dionysus off in one direction. Pick it up, please, from page 165, second female Coryphios, this man. See where we are?
This man, Pentheus, from the dragon's line, born of the snake, losing no time in causing us heartbreak. I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive!
Wild and murderous, rival to God, sins so numerous.
It's a house of cards. Dionysus, awake! I'm alive! Dionysus, awake! I'm alive! This man, Pentheus, he would have us in nooses because we are foreigners, followers of Bromius. It's hatred abhorring hers. Dionysus, awake! I'm alive! Dionysus, awake! Awake! Awake!
Thunder.
Alive!
The gates to the palace are thrown open and Dionysus is there, radiant, transfigured in the form of the god.
Come to me, my beauties. I am from Zeus. I am in fact his child.
In Thebes, alive!
Pentheus angered me, insulted me, holiness defiled.
In Thebes, alive!
My father took me deep into his male womb.
In Thebes,
And this man in his folly throws me into a tomb?
Alive!
In the eyes of this man, we are foreigners and loose. He considers us barely fit for a noose.
Alive!
So what shall we do?
Alive!
What shall I do?
Alive!
Pray tell me, what shall I do?
Destroy him! Alive!
That's a thought. There was a moment. Oh, did you feel it like I? When he seemed almost godlike. And oh, I could cry. We were closer. And then, just when I thought that our ground might be common, then out came his wretched need to be dominating. Then, not so closer. And then, oh, pity the God who must watch from the street as the object of love walks away in white heat.
Oh, but then.
Oh, but then.
Oh, but then.
There are limits and boundaries and fences and walls that keep thus the gods' better natures enthralled. Can't we be closer?
No, destroy him!
Breaking someone's heart is so cruel. It's unthinkable. But tearing out your own is so brutal, beyond the unbreakable.
No, destroy him!
If something about you and something about me, if some pieces and parts, if some limbs and heads or hearts.
Destroy him
We're
now!
not what they
Destroy
were,
him
so
now!
we can turn
Destroy him!
it close.
Destroy him!
Dear mother,
Destroy
close
him!
now.
Destroy him!
Come close
Destroy!
now. Come close now. I'm close. How close I am. Shake the world to the floor.
Explosion, deafening, rumbling through the theater, shaking the seats. Dionysus recoils. The palace doors twist in their frame and spring from their hinges, thudding to the floor. Columns topple. Behind the audience, the sound of glass shattering, screaming as though the theater is tumbling down.
Son of a bitch. Who? Who knew I had it in me? Do you smell that? Smells like revenge. Well, all aboard, darling. Buckle up.
Alive!
End of Act 1. We'll take 5-7 minutes. Come back.
Yes. Yeah, that's close enough.
Oh.
Yelled something like
or something like that. I actually got very startled.
Yeah. Do you know what I was gonna say, Ryan? Every time I sang at the dinner table when we're doing food, you know, Serpento comes over and she said, "This drinks." See, but we have a chef. The chef really does this time. So we have the dinner and the soup, or the dinner plate and the soup, and a little glass of champagne. Glasses. And Serpento scares me every time because I'm sitting like this, but the dinner doesn't have no jacket. So I sit, and her arm comes out of nowhere. I don't know why it says, "Buckle and see what's turning." And I'm never expecting it. I was thinking she has to do that. I'm supposed to be scared about this. I'm supposed to be scared.
One of my friends from Colorado is watching and they say, I don't really know what's going on.
There you go.
Yeah. I might send them like the Wikipedia page for the short. Yo.
Yes.
I'm just kind of vibing right there.
It's a Word document, basically. So, student votes, so
Figure about it.
Yeah. I'll take a lesser amount and be happy with it.
Aaron, we did crack a joke. This one.
So this one
and that. So, Grandpa, I need to ask a question, Grandpa. What side of the family did you come from?
He's adopted.
So there.
Can we move your chair to
I'm like, Grandpa, what side of the family?
I can't.
No, you can't be adopted because your mother and my mother were sisters.
I think my mother was.
Because I said.
Zeus had many wives.
Well, Zeus, yes.
Zeus' wife, Zeus.
Zeus got around.
Zeus did.
Zeus got around. Grandpa Zeus got around.
Here, we are moving to Jen. Jen's
That's you.
Don't tell me. It's left on a doorstep.
You afraid that
That's right.
it was precious for a precious token.
Oh, he's psychically separate, so that, then. He's separate. That's what he said.
Is this all right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's good. Probably 4 because I'm not. My sister, my mom.
Seats, I'm moving.
I don't know what's going on in
You know what? Y'all keep this town. I'm done.
I think that I know how to improve that now. I'm older, so I don't know. I think
I mean, I was just talking to the kids out there. They said, I think you know, it's like
they're chill.
You know what I mean?
I would say so.
I think
Not to switch grandpa notes.
I'll take it back.
It's all quiet, so that everyone on the screen says they can hear it.
Oh, good.
I have horrible hearing, so.
It's like baldness, it skips it.
My sister said, yo. Are y'all enjoying it? Good.
How are you doing?
I'm just sitting here,
Good.
just watching the live stream.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear the music okay? Because for me, it's really quiet.
Yeah, I would love to hear. It would be great if you. Well, I think it towards the second half of the second it gets louder.
Yeah. I just told James Tom to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
She's over here.
But yeah, and the age group.
You'll hear the little tracks next, so. Oh, yeah, true, yeah. I don't know how long it is.
Does the number 2 bus stop?
I'm standing right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we are now ready for the BACCHAE of Euripides Act 2 contract. Hang on one second, we're going to play from the contract. debris from the palace explosion has been cleared. What remains is the representation of Mount Cathiron and a large tree upon it.
The day I feared is finally nigh. The city lies defenseless in Thebes. All the women low and high are scattered wide and senseless in Thebes. For years have I been visited with a dream. Ghostly women carouse in extreme, and it's all in answer to how I blaspheme in Thebes, in Thebes. But it's nonsense, isn't it? My family, I thought, was but immune. My women would throw off insanity in Thebes. But they've run off too, condemned to swoon, perfect hags of feral humanity in Thebes. And it's nonsense. Yes, it's nonsense. See here, destruction of hearth and home. You're shit if you've got a Y chromosome in Thebes. They think I've exhausted my power to persuade. They've settled my hash. I'm fine here, betrayed in Thebes. But it's nonsense. Yes, it's nonsense. I will rule them. I will hunt them. I will own them. Be she auntie or matron or mother or lass in Thebes. They'll rein in their hell-raising double quick. Count on it. Or they'll see me surpass their power to harass. They'll be knocked right down on their ass in Thebes, in Thebes.
In Thebes!
Out here, in the nowhere on the mountain, there are things there that are not in Thebes. In the world that I know of on the mountain, there are things there that are not in Thebes.
Not in Thebes.
So the dreams come, and the fear comes, and the will succumbs, and then some.
Not Thebes.
So, is when a man comes to fight a god.
You, I put you in prison.
Oh, hold your feet, and hold your anger as well.
You were bound in chains.
I said that I would have a visitor.
Who? You were always bringing strange new talk to me.
The one who brings the abundant vine to mortal men.
Dionysus, of course. Let's take care of it, shall we? Where are my soldiers? I have a job for you! Hello?
What do you want with soldiers?
You'll see, I'll have a little something for your Dionysus. Hello! I command you, we're keeping this Bacchus character out! If you're hearing my voice, I command you. I want you to build a wall around the entire city. Do you hear me?
Gods just fly on the walls! Or they use a ladder.
Wise. You're very wise, but your wisdom is not enough.
I am the wisest in those things that demand it. But first, listen to the words of this man.
What man?
This man.
A messenger appears and describes the Bacchans and their wild life on the mountain in vivid, savage detail. Cut to page 79. We pick it up with Pentheus, call out the army. Get everybody there? Okay.
Call out the army! Heavy infantry, cavalry, everyone who can pull a bowstring!
My king.
It's too much to bear. It's rebellion, and we will crush it. These women must suffer. We will put them down.
Messenger runs away.
You are not persuaded. For all the evil and the suffering that you have given me, I tell you that you must not take up arms against the gods.
Never instruct me.
Release your anger, soften your madness, and offer a sacrifice.
I'll offer a sacrifice, all right. I'll spill women's blood over every rock in Catharian.
You will flee, and this will be an ugly disgrace.
Shut up, can't you? Why can you not shut up? Bring me my armor!
Then you are resolved. Well, if you are, resolved and everything.
What now? You know you want to tell me.
Do you wish to see them gathered there on the mountain?
Well, it would be shameful for me to see them drunk.
Really? For whom?
I could crouch in the shadows of the trees.
They would track you down. They would hear the blood pounding in your veins. You'll be frightened, remember? Or excited.
Very well, then I'd go visibly. I'd go like a king.
And they'd kill you. Just like they would kill any man.
Be gone. You're just maddening
Oh,
me.
you know it's true. You can be a constellation on earth, honey, but you try interrupting a woman cutting her own bangs. Am I right? May I show you a way?
Why?
Well, let's just say I sense a certain loneliness in you. And we've been through so much together.
It's true. You've had wisdom all along.
What a thing to say! But the credit is really to Dionysus.
But how can I remake myself?
Oh, darling. Leave that to me.
Dionysus and Pentheus sing Seduction, in which Dionysus casts a spell on Pentheus, convincing him to dress as a woman and go to Mount Kithaeron to infiltrate the ranks of the Bacchantes. We'll go to page 85, please. And this would be War Cry. We see the Bacchantes preparing for their night on the mountain.
Soon it is time, the barefoot night dance. Soon he will come to us, not a ghost of a chance. Shaking my head in sweet rapture, in the wetness of night. Just the smell of his plenty, fearsome lust to ignite. What is wisdom? I smear it on meat, and I eat. And it ain't wisdom that tells me that revenge is most sweet. What is wisdom? It's a cheat. It's my feet on my enemy's neck, and destruction's complete.
A dance.
What is wisdom? I care not. Give me blood and a shot. Give me a man that's been caught by fighting hot.
And I'll show you wisdom just don't matter a lot.
And it's time now, time to dance now. And it's time now, time to dance now. Time to dance.
Pocket
all
women
clear.
scatter.
It's all clear.
Wonder of Women. Music as Pentheus enters. He is dressed in the spotted fawn gown of a female Bacchant and a wig of long blonde hair. He still has his beard. Rather than being embarrassed, he's in a quiet rapture under the influence of Dionysus.
I never knew spotted gowns, though renowned in town, were so simply divine on the male frame. But behold how I fill up the curves of this little cup, and giddy up this filly is ready for female fame.
And so begins the game.
It's the wonder of women, and I never knew all the trials and glories that they go through. All the trials and messes and tresses and vials, nail files and bands for their hair. Never thought they'd more style than swamp crocodiles lounging about over here, over there.
My eyes are playing tricks. I've fallen like a ton of bricks. I'm transfixed and I stare without shame. I know this is Pentheus, king of wretchedness, but in a dress, he rivals any dame worth the name.
Flatterer. Turns out I've a wonder of women, a wonder of women. I've a newfound view, and by the gods, respect too, which I'd never have guessed I could do. I've a wonder of women.
Still, your face.
My face? What's wrong with my face?
Never mind.
What is my name again? Is it the same again? I mean as before.
Don't worry, let's bury me a moment. Who needs a name or a pretty face if it comes to it? When you've got the figure of a Theban girl, light and live, full of dance and song, careless of tomorrow.
No more sorrow. It's my wonder of women. And if I'm brutally candid, the rumors of lust that made me so mistrust were unusually cruel and rancid. Now the wig is nice, but I brushed it twice because mice took up residence inside it. Now, I'd roll the dice and lay 10 coins thrice. The lice disinclined to abide it.
And you're inviolate. Now Bacchant women the fish, as you've wished, so delish will swim in a madness right to you. All thieves will rejoice as I toy, and he's poised to spill out his blood in the dew.
Now what is here before me, it seems? There are two suns glowing before me. It seems you have horns. Is this just the early morn's beams of light?
But it's night.
Is it night?
Love, you give me a fright.
My head feels just as light as the air. Oh God, this goddamn hair.
Yes, a curl's gonna grow. Now don't fuss aside, for I am your dresser and confidant.
It's all my fault, silly. Shook my head willy-nilly. A Billy Goat, Bacchan von Vivant. Is this you quite correct?
Oh, bend your neck.
Ouch!
It's the roots. Ooh, I can tell that they're yours.
Ouch!
My goodness. The size of those pores.
Such a different discussion from wars.
Sorry, the music becomes military sounding.
Something's wrong. I want to stop this now.
Quiet. I hope you signed up for Action Soldier because you're gonna get it.
Oh, that makes me shiver. Wait, no.
Well, you better deliver. You're a Viking, you say. Your hair's flown away. Disarray is the mark of disgrace.
Oh, my face.
Yes, your face. Hold your head straight like this. We can't be late, sis. Your dark fate is as plain as the egg on your face.
Face? What's wrong with my face?
Oh, your girdle's all loose. You must eat like a moose, your caboose. Ooh, don't get me started on that cake.
What? I felt it pop loose.
Now here comes the excuse. This abuse will blow up in your
Face. Something's wrong with my face.
And your skirt, look at this. The pleats are all amiss, and your business appears without trace.
See, on the left side is as straight as any bride's. But you're right. Am I right? I'm a cockeyed case. Still my face. Still my face. Still my face.
Still that face.
Look at me. Seems once I ruled a city known as Thebes. Now a light most strange, this stranger seems to sweep over me. I'm a mess. Do I take the thyrsus in my right hand or my left? Stand like this or like that? Which is best? I confess I'm a mess. Time so lost. All the cost and the crime of the vines that bear all the fruit. Oh, the vine brings the wine, glorious wine, which only adds to their beauty to boot.
Such a who? There, all is well now you're fine. We'll just get you a nice sweet mouthful of wine, you'll be mine. And we'll leave it at that.
Seems so peculiar for an autocrat.
I'm your guide. I'm the one who leads by staying by your side. Once your mind was not healthy, now it's all right. So you see reality.
Just a nuisance, triviality.
Especially in
Oh, my face.
oath of mortality, your fatality.
Such brutality.
But now you see things as they should be seen. You see things as they truly are. Never forget, you still have me.
Is this how I truly am? Or am I the spitting image of young Agave on the night she comes to her marriage bed? Or am I Semele just before she's consumed by lightning? Or am I Eno, leaping off a cliff, her child in hand, running straight into her own madness?
Oh, I like that.
Me too.
Listen, once you were a dervish, now you're really simply vivacious, and once you were proud, now good God, you are found.
To be courageous? At last? Am I brave at last?
And you're luscious, and you're precious, and doomed.
What was that?
Don't mind me. I'm subsumed into beauty and madness and rage. It's
Who
a
knew?
stew, and who
Knew
knew?
this was the solution
All we've been
all the
through.
time.
Parties
Like a
to an
little
execution.
revolution.
That's
auspicious.
delicious and
Oh,
hellish, so
whatever
dark
is at
and
hand.
so grand.
Reality,
just a nuisance,
triviality.
Drink the wine, taste its glorious vitality, and fly into the arms of finality.
But my face.
Your lovely face.
You really think so?
Oh, I do.
So on to this dark night of grace.
grace. We've a wonder of women, a wonder of women. All it took was a shift,
Just a fall and a lift.
and we've turned you into a
Into
glorious gift for the wonderful.
Yes, the wonderful.
Yes, the bountiful.
Insurmountable.
So sublimely unaccountable.
Wonderful. Wonderful women.
Blackout, lights up on the forest. Pentheus and Dionysus enter. There are shafts of light as of moonlight through the trees.
Is this all mine?
Did you never know?
No. You must think I'm terrible, all right. How came we to be here?
There's nothing to remember.
Cut to page 97. Pentheus climbs or is lifted by invisible means to the top of the great tree.
Here, among the shadows, I am safe from harm. Here, life falls across my arm. I'm offered up, there's no alarm, just delectation to the shadows.
Is there a stranger?
I finally found where I belong.
Quiet. Is there a stranger?
Where is it?
Up here where there is peace among the shadows.
Does it dare?
Does it dare?
Does it dare? Still and red. See the sun sinking low. Still and red. See the heights where man and his folly will go. Still and red. Still and red.
Still and red. Lips not moving, no trembling, no sound. Still and red. See the droplets of wine.
Or of blood.
On the ground. No, it's wine. Must be wine. Spilled around. Still and red. Still
And red.
red.
Still and red.
Alive!
Shh. It's peaceful up here. But now how did I get here?
No matter.
It's peaceful.
Still and red. Stay still and be ready. They're here among us. Like wolves and they're deadly. Stay still.
Still and ready. But tell me how I came to be here.
Still and ready now. They're here now.
The Bacchantes begin their rite. Cut to 101. The Bacchantes have formed a circle around Dionysus and pass a large bowl of wine, one to the other, drinking from it. While they love the wine and don't want to waste it, if it spills down their chins and onto their bodies, they just rub it into their skin.
Still and ready, see the red of our mouths, Alalai, of our cheeks, Alalai, of the places below, Alalai, see the depths that we lovers will go.
Love me still.
I'm so ready, I'm so ready.
The Bacchantes dance. They pour wine into each other's mouths, which leads to kissing and fondling as the dance grows orgiastic. Cut to 103. With Eno's Wild Red, Like My Blood, at the top of the page.
Wild red like my blood, savage red, red in mud. Come to me, oh my red, red, carnal, red, gaping red, gasping red.
As the crescendo thunders, Pentheus in the tree writhes and groans in orgasm. The dance slows.
And still,
You want me.
still and red.
Still and ready.
For sleep,
In my arms.
yes, my arms, yes, my love.
Sleep with me.
Red.
Music as Eno's head snaps up, searching for the voice.
Look, there, up above us, in the red of the leaves, and she's as still as a cat, in the red of the leaves. Can you believe that? In the red of the leaves, oh so still, we see you. In the red of the leaves, oh so still, we see you.
Wait, don't be shy. She's a guest. Oh, my love. So, let's hear her out.
Could I be among my own?
Could she be among our own? Could she belong?
Something inside, a yearning, a burning to be among the shadows and joyous darkness, where things are never clear and things that move along among the shadows, deadly as a lover's tear.
Shall we welcome her? Could it be that she is one among our own? Ask her who she worships. Ask for whom she dances. Ask for whom she bows down. Ask for whom she makes these advances. Ask for whom her hair is tossed. Ask for whom her lips are reddened. Ask whose gaze has penetrated, caused her eyes to glaze and deaden. Ask
I
for
belong.
whom she worships.
Soft
Ask
around
for
my
whom she
mind,
dances. Ask
sweet
for whom
around
she
my
bows
heart.
down. Ask for
Shadows
whom she
caress.
takes these chances.
May I
Ask for
rest?
whom her hair is tossed. Ask for whom her lips are reddened.
May I rest?
Ask for whom she be on when we've unleashed our Armageddon.
May I
she
rest? May I rest among the shadows, soft around my mind, sweet around my heart. Shadows caress. May I rest? May I rest?
Cut to page 107. Dionysus waves his thyrsus, middle of the page, and Ino lifts her hands into claws and makes a gesture of pulling down. The tree slowly bends to the ground.
Take me in. Release me to the sea of shadows, to a world I've only dreamed of.
You will like it here among us.
I am home.
You will rest among us.
Agave, hear us call you. Here is one among us now.
A stranger,
May she join us?
Let me dissolve among you. Take me in.
Agave, agave, we increase. We populate the world.
Wait! Something's wrong.
Ino approaches Pentheus, winding around him, smelling him.
See how strong is its arm?
World of shadows.
See how square is its jaw?
That's just me.
If I touched it down there.
That's a different sort of charm. Oh, well done. Well observed. For behold,
Ino has slipped her hand up under Pentheus' dress. She looks deeply into his face. Then,
Ah! Liar! Deny her!
the Bacchants make a wide circle around the fallen tree, Pentheus still upon it.
No, what's happening?
Blasphemer!
Where are your scars? Tell us. Where is your sadness? Where's the sag of your rat belly? Tell us. Where is your madness? These are tits that only a boar could conceive. Your Olympian legs, like we'd never believe. Shine a light between those legs. There's no silken weave. We're the law out here, he bitch. You best likely leave.
have your way.
World of
Find the
shadows.
red that's inside you.
Find
Find the red.
and the
Find the
silver
red.
blood
Dark
and
and red like my wine. Tear its arm like a vine. Find the red. Near the bones.
Gives life to weave the shadows. Give us blood. Agave, agave, agave.
It is I.
Agave. See what is here. See what's in the shadows with us here.
Glory to Bacchus.
Glory to Dionysus.
What are you?
I am one of you.
No. No, you are strange.
Look at its arm.
What are you?
Please, take me in. I'm lost.
Strange sounds. I can smell you.
No,
There is no blood of woman in you.
no, I am yours. Mother,
There's blood in it.
because I'm one of you.
No woman still bears blood.
Blood of our country.
There is blood.
Blood of our family.
Blood of a beast.
What?
It is a lion.
Ino leaps onto the fallen tree behind Pentheus, blocking his escape.
No, I'm a man. I am a human being, not a lion. That's insane. Let me go.
Ino runs up behind Pentheus and sinks her teeth into his shoulder. Pentheus roars in pain as blood pours from the wound.
Ah!
Ino pushes Pentheus from the tree and onto the ground. The Bacchants swarm over him. Autonomy and Ino can be seen standing in the midst. Autonomy stomps her food down, ostensibly onto his body. Both she and Ino have hold of his arms. They rip his arms away and hold them aloft. Pentheus' howls of agony surge like a torrent through the theater.
Tear it to pieces.
Agave tumbles into the melee as music crashes to a climax and the lights snap to black.
Once when my house was grand in all sight. Once when my fame was at its height. I could forget I am old. Once when the dragon's teeth sprouted their yield. I thought all was well with sword and shield. I could forget I am old. But now, every part of me burns with the pain. I know not if I'll see my Pentheus again. Today, I know I am old.
A messenger appears on stage.
I'm afraid to ask, but I must. What news?
I weep for you, though I'm only a slave.
The Bacchants?
Pentheus has been destroyed. Go to page 114. The Bacchants arrive on stage. All are drenched in blood. and some carry or drag parts of Pentheus' body.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Go away, old sire, do not look.
Stay where you are. Revel with us in the joy of a god. Sisters, I bring for you to see this wondrous prize from our fierce and ferocious hunt.
Now Agave turns. She holds aloft her thyrsus with Pentheus' head upon it.
We took him without a net, this bloodthirsty country lion. His jaws agape as you see them now, a mere moment before he would have destroyed us.
Where were you?
Get fire on.
Which one of you struck the fatal blow?
That prize was mine. Blessed Agave, as I am known. Though my sisters were loyal help, it was I with my bare hands who tore off its head. Now, partake of the feast.
Miserable woman! What feast?
Agave strokes the beard on Pentheus' head.
See how young? No gray, nothing wiry, soft as down.
Thrusts the head at the group.
Do you approve?
Cadmus.
Yes. Yes, my daughter. Everyone praises you.
Good. Bacchus led us to him, and we to him. This was a righteous kill.
And your child, Pentheus?
Oh, he will praise his mother for taking down this beast. If anyone admires strength, it is my son.
An unimaginable prize.
Taken in an unimaginable way.
What was that? I rejoice. I rejoice in this. The God is made manifest in my hunt.
Then receive, you sorrowful woman, your victory.
The prize you have taken and brought home for the city.
Why sorrowful? Oh, beautiful towering land of Thebes. I came with this prize of all to see the beast the daughters of Cadmus have won. You should teach Pentheus, father. He should see this power, this strength, this. All he does is fight with the gods. He is arrogant. Someone call him.
Page 117, 117.
Someone call him.
Oh, my daughter.
Why do you weep? Where is the evil?
I want you to do something. Look up. Look to the heavens.
All right.
What do you see?
I see the sky. I see the greatness above.
Yes.
The light seems so clear. It's a clear you can dream of.
Do you know what house you married into?
I was all yours, from yours till that day when I passed through the doors and you kissed me away.
And you had a child.
Pentheus.
Look up.
What should I see? See up there in the light. The clear of the light, love.
Pentheus.
It is so bright in spite of. What the sky is.
Is it the same?
It's even
Changed?
It's even clearer now.
And your soul, is it clearer now?
It's shifting and changing inside of me now. In the pit. In the center, the deep of me. Father, please pity me. What is happening? What?
My heart is in ruins. The truth is coming for you.
What?
And there is no blindness to be had.
What do I hold in my hands?
You must look now.
No! Oh! How came this to be?
You and your sisters, blood.
Yes, the blood
Of my blood.
of my heart.
Of my time.
Blood.
Of my blood.
Tell me.
How did this start?
Oh, this crime.
Cut to page 122. Toward the bottom, Agave begins taking the body parts from the Bacchantes and placing them on the ground.
But for all of that, look you here. Look you here. Perhaps there's more hope after all.
Agave begins to carefully piece together Pentheus' body on the ground.
Life I gave him once. Life I give him again once more. Just so once more he'll grow. And yet,
Sweet sister.
there's no breath. Oh, you gods, what's the matter? And yet, there's no laughter. No sign of love come after all.
Oh,
You gods.
Perhaps it was just a close call.
Oh, you gods.
Oh, you gods.
I only did what I believed in my mind to be right. Now will there ever be freedom from shrieking and writhing at night?
How did we get here?
Well, figuring that out, that's your life's work now. Good luck with it.
Let us go. Exile awaits us.
Cadmus,
Yes, Lord.
not just yet. Did you think it would all end so easily?
Easily. Look at this.
Yes, you suffer. But Pentheus received the harshest justice.
He sinned.
You failed to keep him from sinning. One of the sheep wandered away.
I worshiped you.
We all did.
He was fascistas! He was a monster! He was a human being.
He deserved it.
No one deserves that.
Now. You speak it now. It's too late. He was the dearest to me, you see. He was the dearest to me.
Yes, he was your human. He might have been mine.
You did this.
I never said I was flawless, only divine.
Torque. Nauseating.
Defiance. Again, with the goddamn defiance. Enough!
Dionysus gestures and enormous thunder fills the space.
Unkindness. And now, punishment?
Punishment? Isn't this punishment enough?
Oh, no. Your punishment. You will both go from here, but not on legs. Once you reach the gates of the city, I will turn you into snakes.
Snakes? Why?
I don't know. Probably one of those times and things where we'll end up saying it made sense at the time. I know. It's all so unimaginable, isn't it? It's hard reaching past the storm and the battle, isn't it? But look. You still have me. It's no use. Why look back? All is undone now. There's no point. Why tear your hair? The damage is done now. It's no use.
Yeah, it's all undone now.
Your kind helped create. My kind must be raised. Otherwise, what's the point? We're of a piece. We're divine. You and me. So touch me. I'm real. And oh so accessible. Just right here. So touch me. I'm sated and no longer irascible. Have no fear. Turn around. Turn around. You'll still have me. Every now and then, I'll have to teach a lesson that's hard. But count your fingers 10. You'll get through it. You'll see. You'll drop your guard. It's all so lovely. Trust implicitly. Though it hurts, you still have me. It's all so lovely when you let it go, when you force yourself to, make yourself to, push yourself to know. Now remember, you still have me. But don't be fooled by their bodies, by their skins and their oaths, that they're soft and beguiling pussycats.
Dionysus.
Give me trouble, be sure. You'll have more to endure. I'm not one to ever poke fun.
Dionysus, alive! Dionysus, alive!
For at least I'm home. I'm content to roam. So you'll just have to make me some room.
In Thebes, in Thebes.
Settle in all my lovelies. Seem we've purged all the others, and all it cost was the fruit of her womb.
In Thebes, in Thebes. Look here, you can call it our carnage. We're degenerates. It's wretched devolution. Look here, we say it's all garbage. This is bloody, overdue revolution.
Remember, it's so lovely, all so lovely, when you open your heart to my charm. It's so lovely, all so lovely, when you let me protect you from harm. So remember when tyranny and hatred, the lies and the louts make you certain this time that the time has run out. And when all that you've got is the blood in your mouth, remember, you still have me. The spirits have many shapes in Thebes. The gods fulfill many things in Thebes. Justice must serve, though you may be unnerved in Thebes. And for that which was unwanted,
The God found a way.
in Thebes.
In Thebes, in Thebes.
Folks, we'll go ahead and take a couple of minutes to discuss the piece. You know, they're moving a million miles an hour. Things fall out of my pocket. One of the things that fell out are some response sheets. And so I'll just pass these out.
Do you need help with that?
Yeah, if you just put a
Yeah,
few at
yeah,
each row. Thank you
yeah.
very much. And you know, as the
Survey.
discussion is going on, got a couple of students from playwriting, screenwriting class here. They'll recognize this a little bit anyway. We'd love for you to fill those out, regardless of whether you stay and talk and whatever, just so that we can take some stuff away and be thinking about it. Once you're done with that, Sarah, come on down. Actors, you are welcome to stay, of course, for the discussion. And Jeff, Charis-Charleston, will you come on down? And I, knowing of Jeff's big brain, I asked him to moderate a little bit our discussion. Again, playwriting, screenwriting students know this. My preference is that we follow Chicago dramatist rules here, which is that we're not here to explain or defend anything. We're here to listen to you. So with that, I will turn it over to Jen.
Can I fill out one of these?
Can you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I don't care. I'll fill them out. I'll fill them out.
Yeah.
Actors, you can fill them out too. So
I got some thoughts.
So you can be doing this as we're talking. So
I don't want to
Oh,
die.
you're real tired.
You're right, you're right.
This play, again, is thousands of years old. The plot is solid, but it's not easy.
to watch. And I have to say, it's not easy to watch, especially in our current political climate as well. That is very different than when we started kicking around this idea 15 years ago or other things. And a lot of lines take on, some of those are James adding more timely references to this as well, but some of this goes all the way back to Euripides, which makes this such a difficult job, or such a difficult play, because I actually, where I fall at the end of the play is I'm with Captain. Aaron did a great job. Just say, isn't this punishment enough? How can you say that there's going to be more than this? And when we say justice is served at the end, it leaves open questions. Was this justice? Was this over the top? What do we have as a play, and how are we supposed to leave this theater transformed by what we saw as the ancient Greeks would have expected us to do? So I'm just vamping a little bit as you're considering questions, but as you're watching this, what clicked for you, or what were the moments that spoke to you across the eons, basically? What felt timeless and what felt timely at this point?
Well, I can give you an answer if it'll help spur some conversation. I do appreciate that early on when we meet Pentheus, we know that he is kind of diabolical, right? He's not the nicest guy. And we have some of the political kind of elements mixed in there with make thieves great again, build the wall, things like that, where it can easily kind of read into current politic, like realm type of dialogue. We do have that kind of a little heavier early on, and we don't necessarily visit that. We get a little more into the text of the story in the second act especially. I didn't know if either of you wanted to comment on the decision to kind of include some more comic references early on in the piece, but then kind of focus more on the traditional story in the second half of the piece.
Like I said, I would rather that we not explain at this point. I think it's great that you raise a question. There may be other comments out here that.
I guess that's the way to turn that into a question. How well did that work?
Yeah.
It goes all the way back to Euripides to take this from comedy to something that's really bloody, tragic as well. But I guess how well what are the parts that worked well? When were you taken out of the story by contemporary references?
So Jeff, we've got a question or a point.
I'll answer your question. You said that it does feel very effective. It sucks you in the beginning. I'm like, oh, this is kind of, it's a little bit political. I love the portrayal of Dionysus and how very sort of fighting they are, and just you get drawn in. And then suddenly you're in there, you're trapped in the room, and now people are getting ripped apart. Like, oh, we've been on Twitter enough to know that's what happens. And can't have, like, now we're in it because we're already been drawn in. And so, yeah, I think it's very effective, actually.
And how did you do the transformation from a comic, unlikely, toxic masculine at the beginning to being under his spell, and then actually we're supposed to feel the pain of you being ripped apart?
Yeah, I think the way that I approach the script and the way that I appreciate the way that it's put together is that Act 1 finale, right? The set, he read the direction out, but essentially the set is destroyed on stage. The audience gets to see everything torn down to the ground. And for me, that's that like break from tradition and transition into a little bit more of a typical approach. I think it's extremely effective as an audience member to leave intermission thinking, holy crap, we just destroyed everything. I think that it was a great kind of vehicle to add those elements early on, make the audience comfortable, and then just like hit them in the face with something really powerful like that.
Other comments?
My kind of thought on the so obvious Trump references, I kind of thought it was a mistake. I think it was, because it's like, Trump can't change, and then Pentheus feels some change in Act 2. And that's why it's not Trump. So if he gets torn to shreds, that would just be the end of it. I'd be like, no one would shoot you or anything. And so I almost thought it went, like you're punishing the punishers, and I was like, no. We should torn to shreds, and we should not even raise a pulse. It should be nothing. It's garbage. And I almost thought, I think you could take the same play and make it about. I think it would work better if it was 5 years in the future instead of being Trump, it's Mike Pence or DeSantis. Like someone who tried, who actually has some kind of kernel of humanity, and that would be the hook. That to me, I thought it was jarring. It's
Because the Trump references,
it's so inconsistent with someone who has some ability to change and feel repentance in Act 2. Does that make sense? I thought it was inconsistent.
I have a question in response to that. At least one of those references is quote unquote in song. So like it goes by relatively quickly.
In song?
Yeah, like it's a lyric.
A lyric within a
It's a
song.
lyric within a song. It's kind of hard to get that in a reading like this, but does the speed by if it wasn't, it's like in the middle of a song, so like if it's not focused on as much, does that like if it's not emphasized?
Which line was it in?
Making Thieves Great Again.
Yeah, no, I think that alone would itself be enough.
Okay.
And it's like, so you can make it like partly Trump, but to make it solely Trump, that
Yeah,
is too easy to take it out of. So someone,
right, and so, yeah, so that's the feedback, is, I guess like the Sidney Powell reference in terms of BACCHAE, I mean, that's a joke that's not gonna age, hopefully not for very long, but it's the kind of thing with this kind of musical in play, is that space for updating it with the most recent political comments that can be within this, or is it reflective of our moment? In the same way the Crucible, it would be reflective of the 1950s as opposed to the 1990s, where it's set. So
I would say just in current, I didn't get a lot of Trump. I felt a lot of, like, what is going on now is the anti-woke. And so you feel, I thought during the middle of my pride, my unholy pride, I thought he sounded like Elon Musk. And now Thieves is actually a social media page, and he's the owner of it. So I felt myself bringing, whatever is going on currently and placing it on them, rather than feeling like it was one specific person for a while. He sounded like DeSantis because he didn't like people dressing up like women.
yeah.
I will say that's the fun part about Pentheus's role, is that it's kind of, in Enigma, you can play a multitude of different bad guys or, challenging people. And the way that it's written allows for a lot of kind of flexibility to not make it so obvious one bad person. So I do appreciate that comic, 'cause that was kind of what I was thinking as well.
other comments that I want to cut anyone on?
Yes, I think you almost have to go that way with the not necessarily multitude, but with the significant different number of possibilities. Just because if you start aiming a little too much at certain things, you're never going to be able to keep up with whatever the current day is. And then it's going to seem dated in some respects or out of touch by the time you get to actually being able to present it, as opposed to having it be more open to those interpretations.
All right, we've talked a lot about Pentheus. There are other characters as well. So yeah. How about the second half then? The first half, we're getting to know these characters. We've got more comic. We've got vaudeville routines. We've got other things that we're connecting. Second half, not as much humor to 11, and we moved on to something else. How effective was that transition? What worked about that, or what did we reach a point at the end where it was a satisfying ending, or were you looking for something more to happen?
I thought it was really well balanced, because there's like, okay, part one of Act 1, we've got to focus on, you. And so there were sections where it was focused on each person. And I knew Kim Grimaldi was going to do something at the end.
Waiting, like,
No, I was, no, was it August Osage County? Yeah. I saw PTSD.
Well, and speaking of PTSD, I like this, I freak out at zombie movies. I must confess that my kids know this, they like to show me zombie movies. But I was wondering, there was a reason why the Greeks didn't actually show all this and told the story after the fact. When this gets staged, what would work better? Miming it like we are tonight, and where we don't see the gore, or spending time on the extra sets, on the makeup, on everything else to make it as realistic as Night of the Living Dead. So, yes.
I'm usually a pretty big proponent of one's imagination will do the better part of the work, because my monster is different from your monster, but mine's gonna scare the crap out of me more than it's gonna scare you. But I also felt like there would be something so effective about her trying to put back together
Yes,
a
yes.
complete mess of red pudding up there.
Yes.
And just the amount of desperation, because the thing that makes you feel like it went too far, when you get into it, you're in, like, the ladies are doing their thing, they get to do their thing, he's watching, he's kind of enjoying it, it's like, haha, you like it, don't you? And then they catch him, and the sunlight gets too far, and the thing that makes you realize, like, oh crap, I was actually myself enjoying that, was her reaction. And her trying to put together something that obviously will never walk again. It just really makes me go, oh, I was enjoying that a little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't think that particular question of imagination versus the gore or whatever you want to say, you have to pick your spot. You really do. You can't just say, no, we're going to put a whole bunch of it in or not. You pick the spot to make it most effective and to use that one spot to be that way. Absolutely.
How did you decide to play that scene?
I heard a woman talk about, she was in a